having the laughter element, the live element. So thank you to my three guests. Ben, if Ben rejoins us here. Lee, how are you?
Doing all right, Dan. Thanks for having me, man.
Lance, how you doing?
Hey, pretty good.
You're rocking that quarantine beard just like me. Now, I cut the mustache out because I couldn't figure out how to eat food. I don't know how you're doing it.
I keep eating a lot of hairs.
I can't do it. Let's see. What's your length?
It's pretty good.
What's your length? Somebody's saying, Ben's saying he can't hear us, so that means, I don't know. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So Ben's on another level.
Sounds like Ben's on one of those old laptops.
So we're live, buddy. All right, so we're just waiting for more people to get in. Shout out St. Louis, man. Thank you, everybody in St. Louis, for being a part of this. Appreciate you guys. This is a VetTix production. You guys have all served in the military in some regard, and thank you for protecting this country. We really do appreciate that. Shout out quick here, Will Be Smooth, who just changed his photo to represent himself. Shout out Emily Landher, Lauren, Christopher, Mackenzie Savoy, Tanya Hubbard, who's got her camera on, joining us. No, it's fine. I saw that reaction. Hopefully we get. Do we got Ben? Are you with us?
I'm here.
Cool. You can hear us.
Yeah, I had my computer muted because I'm.
You can. I felt okay. You confused me with that whole business. All right, cool. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna try to control a little bit who we're looking at, who we're seeing as the thing goes. And we'll handle it as we go. I'm trying to figure out how to be smart enough to use there we go. I think I'm good. I think I got one.
What's happening with everybody? They're watching with the names.
Yeah, all these people. These are all our participants.
I like to see them.
Well, that's their choice if they don't throw their cameras on.
I like to see what's happening. I like to see everyone.
See the reactions.
I think maybe they stay muted, but we can still see everybody. I just like to see people.
I dig that vibe. You're all welcome to. I don't know if I can. Can I just throw their videos on? I'm gonna ask to throw their videos on. Let's see. But thank you guys for being. Thank you for being part of this. All right. Well, St. Louis is not the most timely of towns, so we're just gonna start it up. I know we're still waiting on some people.
Hey, yes.
You got more faces?
Yeah, Mackenzie's in there.
Cool. All right. So
okay, here we go. Will Be Smooth. I love it. Yes.
Let me get in. There we go. Shout out, Will. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm slowly inviting
there.
these people to do their story. Okay, cool. Yeah.
This guy watching the game.
Got him. All right, cool. So what's going on? My name is Dan Frigolette. I'm your host. I've been on 3 canceled television shows. So this is a big deal, guys. I don't know if you know. This is a humongous situation. So shout out everybody in St. Louis watching us. I know people are a little further. I know Will's out in not quite in Columbia, but in Springfield. I think you live in Springfield or beyond. Give me the thumbs up. Are you in Springfield? I know you travel. Where are you at, Will?
Yes. Yep, it's unmuted.
Yeah. No, I'm in St. Louis.
You're in St. Louis. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Oh, look at this. Oh, everybody's joining in. Look at this. Look at this. We got Christopher's family here.
Nice.
Emily has put on some strange man drinking beer who might be watching something else. That's fun. What else is going on? Yeah. All right, cool. All right. So it looks like people are doing their thing and they're in relationships in quarantine. My big advice for everybody who's in a relationship, the key to success in a relationship is just never break up. That's how you solve it, right? That's how the old folks did it. That's how our grandparents did it. My parents been together 42 years. My grandfather, when he had trouble with my grandmother, he just moved into the garage, guys. That's the way to do it. You don't gotta break up. You just move into another part of the house and nobody bothers you. It
really makes you question what's going on in Dan's life. Nobody asked for relationship advice.
This is my intro, Lance. Let me run my intro. Okay, congratulations to anybody who has not had sex with their ex during quarantine. You are a hero. Congratulations to anyone who's not been arrested for beating their roommate, spouse, or children during the quarantine. You are a hero. and anyone who's not moved in with your parents. If you moved in with your parents, we really need to question what your adult activities are like. I don't think you're allowed to become a person again at the end of this. I don't think you just get to go back to being in life and dating people if you moved in with your parents, put them in danger, and tried to like use your mom's grocery money to make it through the quarantine. That's my perspective. All right, so
Dan, when does the show start?
Hey, so I'm gonna welcome my first guest. Sort of unofficially have done it already. Welcome to the Forefront Here party with Lance Weiss. How are you, brother?
Hello, I'm doing pretty good.
Thank you for doing this. This is a weird show, right? This is is this the weirdest, most uncomfortable comedy show you've ever done?
No, not even close.
Tell us about it.
Oh, you want to hear about it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I have lots of them. I did a show. I mean, it is a weird time. I mean, this is better than doing nothing though, right? Otherwise, I'm just sitting there doing the same thing I do 24/7, you know? This is a weird show. Before all this went down, one of the weirdest shows I did a show on a megabus.
Okay.
Maybe it's a Bolt bus. I think it was a megabus though. They're the same thing, right? I was riding from New York City to DC. And our bus, I was only like maybe 2 years into comedy. And when you start comedy, they tell you to perform wherever you can, right? Get up stage time, laundromats, bars. It doesn't matter. You get on stage. So our bus leaves New York. It's like 8 in the morning. And we're going down. Our bus broke down about 2 hours into it. So let's just say it's like 9:30, 10 in the morning. Our bus is broken down. And the bus driver comes on the little like walkie thing. And he's like, yeah, everybody, we're going to be here for about an hour and a half. We're waiting for another bus to come up to trade off to whatever. And so he just starts telling jokes into the little thing, like it's this old bus driver.
So this is your fault. You decided to jump on the mic.
Yeah, because when you're a young comic, they just say stage time. Could be anywhere, barbershop, whatever, right?
You got to get those 10,000 hours, right?
Yeah. I'm in the back of the bus. I'm 2 years into comedy. And he starts telling jokes. So I go up to him, I hand him a piece of paper. It says, I'm a comedian. I'll do some jokes for you. Now you got to think, this is about 9:30, 10 in the morning. It's just like tired New York and DC people sitting on angrily that their bus got broke down, right? So I start telling my jokes. I'm on hey everybody, what's up? My name is Lance. I'm a comedian. I'll do some jokes. I start doing jokes in the thing. Dude, it's horrific. People are like sleeping. I'm like waking people up. It was so bad. I'm on there for maybe a minute or two until I'm just like, well, okay, everybody, thanks so much. And then here's what I didn't realize. I didn't realize that I still had to ride the bus. Right? Like most shows, you just
right. Now you're just on the bus.
Dude, I'm just on the bus.
Right.
So most shows, if it doesn't go well, you can just get paid and bounce. You're like, oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here. I then had to go sit back down.
No, you had to get off at the next stop. That's what you had to do and get a new bus.
Yeah, well, we're just sitting on the bus waiting for the next bus. And then I got to ride another 2.5, 3 hours because it's a long trip to DC from New York. And then I had to walk I was sitting toward the back. I went toward the back again, and I just put my hoodie on. And I just sat there like this for the entire ride the whole time. And then we stopped. You stop at a rest stop sometimes. The bus driver will stop. We stopped, and one person went by me, and they were like, "Yeah, that was okay. That was
all right."
That's cool, don't want to bomb and then have to stay with the people. That is the absolute. No. That's like the worst.
That's not the move. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one.
All right, let's kick it to Lee. Actually, I didn't realize I was doing this out of order. Lee, where you at? Lee.
Hey, what's up, Dan?
Are you quarantined with your son? What's going on with you?
No, I'm not quarantining with my son. It's just my wife and I, because basically I'm a co-parent, right? I don't know if you know what a co-parent. Co-parenting is basically when two parents try to raise a kid together that neither of them wanted, right? So we
figured that when you said you're with your wife and your kids weren't there.
But during this, man, it's turned into like a competition to see who could be the better parent. Like I'll do anything to be the better parent.
Right. So you're like showing up with like 95 masks.
I gotta overcompensate, right? I gotta buy him pizza every Friday and shit. I let me tell you, I do anything to be the better parent, right? Whatever I have to do. Only thing I won't do is pick him up when it's not my weekend.
Right.
Like, that's He called me the other day angry. He was like, "Daddy, come pick me up." I was like, "It's not my weekend, kid.
can't do it.
Oh,
We're locked. We're locked now.
It's
This-
like
this
mommy's
is laws.
beating me.
I mean, it
He's
sounds like you'll do
mommy's being
anything.
mean to me.
Hey, by the way, where are you? We're representing most of New York and New Jersey. Lance is a little further upstate. I'm in Scotch Plains. Where are you?
I'm in Teaneck, New Jersey.
Teaneck, New Jersey. I don't know why it sounds so tough when you say it. Is it as tough as it sounds when you say it?
Yeah, I try to make it. It's the suburbs, dude. I am the darkest person on my block.
How close are you to a grocery store? That's what I want to know. And does it have a parking lot?
I'm right near Whole Foods, and thank God I can afford Whole Foods, dude, because I don't want to have to deal with the riffraff of Trader Joe's, bro. Trader Joe's is like the Android of supermarkets. But my wife and I love Trader Joe's, but that shit is so expensive, man. Trader Joe's is so expensive. My wife and I treat it like it's a night out on the town, right? She'd be like,
it's more expensive than Whole Foods?
I'm sorry, Whole Foods. Yeah, no, Whole Foods is, I love Whole Foods, not Trader Joe's. I hate Trader Joe's. Yeah, but it's too expensive, man. We treat it like it's a night out on the town, right? She'd be like, we need milk. I'm like, well, get your mask and gloves and let's do this, son.
It's a new world. It's a new world. Yeah. Holding hands at Whole Foods is now the new romance, and getting your son like rubber gloves is the new PlayStation.
No. Well, we still stay 6 feet apart.
We'll get into your love life in a second here. Ben,
What's up?
What's going on? Where are you? Where are you quarantined?
I'm in Hell's Kitchen, New York.
Oh shit, you're bougie. Who are you locked up with?
Lee's in Teaneck. I'm at the tea party. Me and the rest of the gays over here.
Have the gays taken over Hell's Kitchen?
That was years ago.
Oh,
years ago.
I'm not up on who's got what neighborhoods.
We got the whole west side of Manhattan now.
I'm not up on the turf wars in Manhattan right now. I don't know.
It was like Chelsea, and then it rippled out to Hell's Kitchen, and now we got like Tribeca. We got like, they're calling it West Harlem.
Right? Yeah,
we're everywhere.
That's the big move in New York City for you St. Louis people. What's happened over the last couple years is the gentrification extends, and then what happens is the neighborhood that used to be the neighborhood gets like 20 more blocks, and whatever neighborhood that used to be in those 20 blocks just no longer exists if it wasn't the cool neighborhood. That's what happens.
And there's Pomeranians everywhere. The gays bring their Pomeranians.
Yeah. So you're not shy at all about the fact that you're gay. Obviously, do you have like a fun coming out story?
Do ask, do tell. Thank you, veterans. Yeah, no. So I came out at theater camp as a groundbreaking.
Classic.
I know. I was like just gays in musical theater. I started that trend. Just groundbreaking. But yeah, it was the summer that we were doing Grease, the musical. If you guys are familiar with Grease. They cast me as Danny Zuko, but I identified more as a Rizzo that summer. You know, it's just more like, I was like, it's not your problem, Kaneki. And they were like, Danny, that's not your line. Yeah, I was pretty out there. But like, there was a time when I was like one summer before Grease, when we were like, nobody was sure, including me, if I was gay or not. Like the staff were taking bets on me, which I think is completely inappropriate.
In the gay pool.
Yeah, they were like, is he gay? Is he straight? Like completely.
It's the new Marvel movie coming out, Gay Pool.
It was a hot tub. It was a hot tub.
Yeah. You watch those videos too, Lance?
Got a lot of time in quarantine.
Interesting. But yeah, I thought it was completely inappropriate that the staff were taking bets because like whose money was on straight. That's just a way to lose your money.
Right.
And like during that summer too, we were doing Les Mis, if you guys are familiar. I don't know, do they watch Les Mis? Is this a big Les Mis crowd? But I was I was cast as gay Marius. The role is called Marius, but I interpreted it as gay Marius.
Fair enough.
There's the grief that can't be.
Well, it's all French. Everything in France is very like it could go either way. I just watched Man on Wire. It's very sensual. You could be gay or straight in France. It's kind of the same
the whole
lane.
Country of France and the whole continent of Europe. It's like we don't what is happening. Who's who?
Right.
Everybody, you're gay and European.
We're gonna move on to this next segment. Because I just out of pure boredom and chaos, I've been doing these Instagram dad jokes. So I'll have a second go dad jokes.
I thought you were ordering Uber Eats.
Do you guys have I'm gonna give a dad joke, then you guys give your favorite dad joke. I don't know why. As a comedian, there's something like just poetic about terrible dad jokes. So mine is how do you get a squirrel to like you?
Oh.
Act like a nut.
Oh.
It is dad jokes. It's not great. It is what it is. All right. Who's got a dad joke for me?
I misunderstood. I thought dad, like, I think when I hear dad, as a man, I hear like daddy. I think daddies, and I think like but.
Tell me your daddy joke then.
Well, but like, no, you want a version of like what you just told? My dad, well, no. It's just
no,
like,
whatever you thought this was, do that.
The joke's about my dad. So my dad is he's a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
He's still trying to figure out which vaccine turned me gay. But he's also he was in the Navy. And I thought this would be cute for this crowd. My dad was less than honorably discharged from the Navy for smoking weed in the admiral's office. But because he's a conspiracy theorist, he's still trying to figure out the real story.
What? So is that really what happened?
That's really what happened.
So Admiral, forgive me, but Admiral that's kind of the top, right? That's the guy.
It's one of the top.
So he did.
No, ooh.
I love that they had to take.
As long as I'm the bottom.
Well, it's not the bottom, but so then the Admiral obviously was in on the coup, right? He was in on the smoking.
At that point, my dad was definitely trying to get out of the Navy.
Oh, he was just being like he just walked in.
You can't just say you want to leave. You have
Right.
to get in trouble to the extent that they're like, now you gotta go. You can't just sit at the admiral's desk with your feet up on it, smoking a joint. Which is
Lance, dad jokes. I know you love these.
Here's a joke that I wrote. I don't know if you guys in New York. There's we have a museum of sex. It's a real museum, and then a couple years ago they opened up literally like a block away the math museum. So the Museum of Sex and Math Museum are each like a block from each other, and inside both of them is a 69.
That's good.
Goodness. All right, here you go. What do sprinters eat before a race?
I love this one.
Nothing. They fast.
Fast.
That's a classic.
Oh, Dad.
My favorite one is what's the best time to see a dentist?
When?
2:30.
I actually really like that one.
That's greght.
All right, so let's see. Let's catch up to whatever I had fake pre-planned here.
I want to interact with the people. Come on, I want the people in this.
The
thing.
folks. I don't. This doesn't feel.
I
like
want to see Emily again. Emily looked like she was throwing back a few beers. Like she stole somebody's Zoom account. Let's see Emily again.
Yeah, did everybody? I didn't realize everybody shut their cameras off.
Yeah.
I just realized Ben's drinking. Ben's drinking through the process.
Was that not a thing?
You can do whatever you want.
It's 10 o'clock, Dan.
What time is it, St. Louis? 8, 9, 9?
We started this thing at 9. They're Central Time. All right, so then back to my itinerary. What do we got?
There we go, Emily. We got Emily back.
Popping on. Yeah, stay on.
Yes.
There we go. Look at that.
Oh, look, they're drinking.
I'm gonna unmute them.
They are social distancing. I love it.
I think they're watching a sports game.
I just unmuted them. Hold on. Maybe I didn't.
Sports game. We got sports in the house.
What are they watching?
Emily family, holler.
Yeah.
Are they
Where
watching
are you? Whose basement are you in?
Emily's classy. She got the cover on her beer. Look at that.
Yeah.
She's got a can holder
Basement
for her
koozies.
beer.
Where are you guys?
Koozie.
It looks like a weird threesome about to go down.
Are you you're in somebody's home in the basement watching a game?
Yeah,
It's
in the
about-
family
Cardinals?
room.
It's about to be a swingers party.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out because the cameras on the people. The camera's on the people, but then they're looking over the shoulder. Is there a better show on over our shoulder?
Yeah, it's a double feature.
What are you
Or do
guys
you have the
watching?
TV different from where the camera is? Got it.
We're watching you.
Oh, on the TV.
Yeah, all right, got it. So they're all high tech.
I see.
All right, I'm gonna hop back. I'm not gonna let Lance control this show. I'm gonna hop back into the real show.
They look like they're about to protest the Capitol.
Holler Emily crew. All right, where am I? So, Lance, we were talking about how first of all, you've started this whole new thing, this Zoom bombing. This has literally become a profession for you. You're coming in and bombing on other people's Zooms, and you've got a website called meetingbombs.com, and it's becoming
Correct.
pretty successful. So like, you're like championing this odd gig thing. What's another good, crazy, bad bomb story that you have?
With those or a real life one? I have both.
Yeah. Well, there was one that we were talking about whether like there's like comedy we don't really get paid enough. So like, what's a gig that you should have got paid more to do?
I'd say all of them probably.
By the way, if you guys want to tip for the show, it's not required, and we don't know exactly what your arrangement is with VetTix, but if you want to tip, Venmo account is CBKS Tour. Tip there. There's also an email there, and we'll distribute it.
Or if you want to send it directly to me, you would add my handle right there at Party with Lance.
We've lost Lance. No, but what's a gig that you're telling me about that you should have got paid more money to do?
I did a few years back. I did well, this is also when I started, near more when I started. I shouldn't say a few years back. I was younger in the game. When you're new, you take any gigs you can. I got hired to do an elementary school talent show in the afternoon in New Jersey. I don't even remember the town, but I rode the New Jersey Transit out there. I had to do a host for basically it was the parents, and the kids were like, I was the MC for the thing between kids doing songs and plays and whatever. So the first one's at 2 o'clock, then 4 o'clock, then 6 o'clock. It was like, grades, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, or pre-K, whatever. You get it, right? They broke it up.
Right.
So first one I do, it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon in New Jersey. They had 4 microphones set up for the kids to sing, and they were supposed to work for me as well. All of them went out. No microphones working. Everyone is also seated about 70 feet away from me. We're like in a hall auditorium. So
right, which is now where we're trying to be, social distance comedy.
Yeah, it would work. It would be perfect for now. So everybody's literally 70 feet away or so. I have no microphone. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I also have to do a half hour. I'm only 2 years into comedy, which a half hour is like impossible in 2 years to do well. And all the lights are on because they're in an auditorium in the afternoon, and it's just parents, and I have to be squeaky clean because kids, like brothers and sisters, are in the crowd, and there's kids, backstage getting ready. So behind me is a curtain, where they're setting up. So I'm just eating it. I have no microphone. Right. I've run out of jokes.
You just look like a crazy person. There's no mic. You look like a crazy person that's taken over the meeting, kind of like you're doing on your meeting bombs now.
Yeah, it was horrific. So I'm doing it, and behind me, I hear them hammering the set for the next piece. So they're like, there's like workmen back there doing like, whatever the set is for the next song.
Right.
So I'm bombing. I hear them hammering shit. At one point, there's a curtain behind me. Somebody hit it, and the curtain fell over me. It fell over me. So
This is a horrible gig.
I'm already eating it.
This story is more about how you shouldn't take these gigs than it is about the hell gig.
Dude, and this was number one.
Who's your agent?
This was the 2 p.m. performance. I still had to do another half hour at 4 o'clock and another half hour at 6 o'clock for the same thing. I went after the 2 o'clock one. I went backstage and I just cried by myself.
Did you really?
I swear to God, I just cried by myself.
I've never cried at a gig. Has anybody else ever cried at a gig? Ben, Lee?
All the time. Especially after this one, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Oh, come to think of it, I put you, Lee, in a situation that wasn't perfect, and kind of the same thing. We had to do this. We had to do this charity deal that was like it was like a black tie event, but it was kind of for kids. It was for this this daycare event, and I said, it's no problem. Just come through, do your jokes. Like we don't got to be censored or nothing. And then tell us what happened.
Yeah, Lance. So check this out. Dan set us up for this gig. Like he said, black tie affair, whatever. There's people there. They're eating. There's nobody sitting down. They're just standing around talking and shit and stuff like that. It's a hell gig. Dude, I'm like 10 minutes in of doing awful, and a kid starts heckling me. A kid starts heckling me. Have you ever been heckled by a kid you're trying to raise money for, dude? That's the worst. But
well, The problem with that kid was
You know how
like
other
they did one of these things where they were like, oh, he wants to do comedy. So they were like low-key encouraging him in the back. So then he felt like he was going to get his opportunity. And we're like,
Yo,
nah,
Lance,
you gotta
he was
chill.
behind me, right? And he was like behind this wall. And through every one of my punchlines, he kept coming to the front like, ta-da. It was fucking terrible.
Dude, that's brutal.
How about Ben? Ben, you got a hell gig story now that we're in this realm?
Yeah. Jesus. I did a show at a LGBTQ senior center.
Hey, I did that gig too.
God.
Yeah, and it's in Hollywood, right?
Oh no, there's one in Manhattan. It was also
Oh.
Jewish LGBT senior center.
Even more specific.
Yeah.
I did just this was in
That's very niche.
out
Lance.
in LA, and I'm a part of a younger, very fortunate generation, and I think they were like, clean it up when I was talking.
Really?
But I ate shit for like 15 minutes in front of like grandmas and grandpas who were very, very they were very sad for all the work they did for all the progress.
Oh no. Yeah, I literally did an entire tour. We had all these gigs set up for night, and then I set up all morning gigs. We would do 11 a.m. gigs, 1 p.m. gigs, 3 p.m. gigs for these old folks' homes. And like 1 out of 10 would go good. And it was like, and a lot of them was like there was misunderstandings and there was whatever. And then it's like, old people don't care. So like in the middle of the thing, they'll just say to their friend, they'll be like, this isn't funny. And it's like, and they're so loud.
Yeah.
And it's brutal.
I wanted to kill that show because I wanted so bad to come back to New York and be like, you guys, I killed. No, seriously, Arlene's funeral's on
I
too.
literally murdered a person.
Somebody literally died during it, but they just were, dying.
I've seen a bunch of these videos. Like Andrew Schultz has got one where somebody like something happens in the middle of a thing. I'm doing a gig in Syracuse, New York once, and somebody starts having a stroke. And everybody doesn't know what to do. This guy's on the ground. His legs are kicking around. And the owner, it's like, I think it's the owner of the venue's husband. And she's like, she doesn't know what to do. She's like, keep going. Keep going. I'm just trying to do these jokes. Everybody's looking over their shoulder. We're trying not to look at him. And then I'm like, I have this moment of like, I don't know who's heckling who anymore. Like, is his death heckling me, or am I ruining his like peaceful, like getting out of this planet?
You have a bomb so bad people want to die.
Right? He was like called the ambulance. He was fine. He got in the ambulance.
Do not resuscitate.
That's how bad the gig went. What else? Ben. I had a thing on here about how your father's an umpire.
This is true. Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, my dad is a baseball umpire, so being his gay son was really fun. Is fun.
That's exactly what he wants.
When you came out, he was like, "You're out."
You're out.
No,
I was thinking the same.
literally, my dad was my baseball. He was like my umpire in Little League. So I'd be like, he'd be like, "I'm not afraid to call you out at the plate," and I'd be like, "I tried to tell you in the car." Right? He just treated me like my other brothers. He'd be like, "Get in the box," and I'd be like, "Ew," right? Steal third, and I'd be like, "How about consent?" Right? I was just like effeminate, yeah, we'd like watch games growing up too. He's like a huge Red Sox fan, and he's like calling the strikes and calling the pitches, and like I am too. But during the national anthem, I'm like, "She's flat." Right? we had a fun time going. Yeah, he's huge Red Sox fan. He'd be like, "How do you think the Red Sox are doing?" And I'd be like, "Wicked, lost to Tony. I don't understand why." But yeah, he's a baseball umpire.
And you said that people took bets on if you were gay or not?
For sure, yes. At theater camp, the staff of the camp. And I wasn't in baseball umpire. I was good at basketball because of the wrist.
Yeah, none of that. None of that is good. None of that is good. All right, Lee, true or false? You're a good dad.
I'm better than Ben's dad, that's for sure. No. I don't know. How do you know if you're a good dad, man? I guess if my son doesn't end up on a Zoom call doing comedy, that's when I know if I'm a good dad or not.
Well, we have him here. Big surprise.
And coming to the chat, we have Lee Dunn.
Look, at least I'm not a deadbeat dad, man, because that shit takes courage. You got to be courageous to be a deadbeat. You know how courageous you got to do to look at a kid that looks just like you and be like, nope, not my kid, yo.
Hey, you leave my dad out of this.
Okay, Lance, true or false? You actually spend some time writing bad jokes on purpose. This is like one of your favorite things.
Yeah, I mean, a good chunk of my act is bad jokes. Well, thanks for asking and leaving, Dan. What? Yeah, I'm gonna go take a shit. Lance, take it over for 2 seconds, please.
Why don't you run down and give us all your bad jokes? We got 15 minutes to film.
Yeah,
before.
right. He's going to do another. He's double booked. He's going to do another show right now. He's got 7 shows going on across the country right now. As we speak.
No, I was running out of battery. No, tell us one of your bad jokes.
Hey, here's another one.
Here's
You guys,
another
what do they call poop that walks through walls?
What?
Spooky dookie.
Spooky dookie.
Yeah, that's from my niece's 4-year-old joke book.
That you wrote.
Hey, here's another one. I could never be a horse jockey. I don't even know what kind of music horses listen to.
I love that joke.
That was mine. That's mine.
I love that joke. By the way, I put the spotlight on you so that I could run away and nobody would know, and you called me out on it immediately.
You asked a question and then you
I know I have a little bit of control. I thought you've been trying to hijack this interview the whole time. The second I ask you a question, you stop talking. I don't understand how you
mess it up?
He's a professional. He was reacting to the room.
All right, Ben, true or false? People think that you look like Jimmy Fallon.
True. Every fucking day of my life.
Is that right?
Actually, like, quarantine is a nice break from it.
Do you spend a lot of time being drunk in public? Why do people think you look like Fallon?
Yeah, sometimes I sign his autograph in bars, and now he's got a reputation for being an alcoholic.
Oh, shit.
But,
Well, no, he already has that reputation, but
he already had that reputation.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, right now they say wear a mask when you go outside, so I've just been wearing his face.
Hilarious. I love that. Okay, so let's do this. Marry, fuck, kill. This is for everybody. Answer at your ledger. Marry, fuck, kill, Dr. Fauci, Joe Exotic, and Murder Hornets, the big 3 trending people. Murder Hornets, Joe Exotic, Dr. Fauci, murder, fuck, kill. Marry, fuck, kill, sorry.
Murder, fuck.
Marry Joe Exotic.
Why?
So we don't have to have sex. And then
smart man.
And then kill Dr. Fauci.
Why?
Because he's too fucking smart. Nobody wants to live with somebody who's smart, and nobody wants to talk to somebody who's smart. and fuck Murder Hornets, because I need more girth. And
you'll get swole. Ben.
Oh God. Okay, so I'm gonna do something. I would have to fuck Joe Exotic.
Okay.
And I would let Carol Baskin watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Look at that. Look at this advanced level stuff right here.
I would marry the Murder Hornet.
Yeah.
Because then I could be like, don't come near my husband. Don't you dare come near my husband.
He crazy.
He's crazy.
You don't trust him.
Do not touch my man.
My husband.
Yeah. Do not come close to my husband. And fuck Mary. So that means I'd kill Dr. Fauci. He's stressing me out.
Yeah. Why is everybody killing Fauci? That's crazy.
Let's just kill him. So this will be over.
Lance, what do you got?
Lance is gonna fuck Dr. Fauci.
Well, you know, Dan, I'd actually be really curious to hear your answer.
So I would I go back and forth, man. I kind of like I want the allegiance of the Murder Hornet. So the question is, do you fuck or marry the allegiance? I think if I marry Murder Hornets, they got my back for whatever happens next. I think think I fucked Joe Exotic. I don't know why. It just seems like a lot of straight dudes are banging this guy. I don't know how he did it. So I kind of want to find out how good it is that all these straight dudes are in there. And then I guess, what does that leave? I guess that leaves killing Fauci. And that's just a bandwagon answer because you guys are all on it. I kind of want to be an allegiance. I can't decide if I want to be an allegiance with Murder Hornets or the guy who knows what's going on with the virus. But now that Fauci's fired, he's really got no value left in this marketplace. Lance is up. Mary fuck kill.
Did he get fired?
Yeah, didn't Trump turn his back on the thing? We're in St. Louis. I don't want to get too political. I don't know what the stream is here.
Or he's not allowed to talk or something, right?
Mary fuck kill Fauci, Joe Exotic, Murder Hornets. Lance.
I've never been good at this game.
It's not a difficult game.
Fuck one, kill one, and marry the other.
I would probably marry Fauci.
Okay, why?
Smart guy. You know, you want to be. I want to be around somebody who, you know, he seemed like a nice guy.
He's like a nice guy.
So, fuck. What was it? Fuck. I guess you have to do Joe Exotic because I don't know how. You know, I don't know how you do animals. And then, what was the other one? I guess you got to murder the murder hornets.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't want to die.
They have it coming to them. You know, murder for murder. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Yeah. Lance, who are you quarantined with?
I'm currently quarantined with my girlfriend.
And Ben, you said you're with your boyfriend?
No, I'm completely alone. Except, well, that's not true. I have Judith Light.
Oh, Judith Light. That's what you told me. And then Lee, you said you're with your wife.
With my wife, yeah.
So then,
I love it.
I love it. She's right behind you. You
Dan, and who are you with?
I'm with my lady. We.
Tell us.
So here's the question. Here's the whole basis of the whole thing. Here's the question. The bathroom hierarchy during the quarantine is crazy, right? So you got to figure out who takes precedence when you're sharing a bathroom. How does it go for pee-poo shower? Who gets precedence? You just do it all at the same time. If you got to poo, you kick everybody out. How do you do it? What's your answer, Lance? I know you're a germaphobe.
A little bit, yeah. Well, I'm only showering like once every 3 days. So that gives my girlfriend 2 days in between to shower whenever she wants.
Right.
So we're just alternating. Well, and also where we are, our hot water goes in and out, so it's not good for both of us. You got a time limit in there.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you go shower, then the next shower is like what? You got to be 3 hours later?
Something like that, yeah. So we just do it every other day. Like I shower like every other day or so, or every 3 days. I have gone a couple 4 days, which I do not recommend.
Right. Well, this leads then into my next question, which is what's your sex life like during the quarantine?
It's the exact same as it was before the quarantine.
Which is?
We're waiting for the answer.
I'm going to leave that up to everybody here.
Fair enough. All right. What's going on, Ben? So you don't have anybody, Ben. You can just pee poo shower on your own. Are you peeing and pooping in the shower because it doesn't matter?
In the shower if I wanted. Yeah.
You can poop in the shower.
I think a lot of this is like the most. Yeah, there's like people like struggling out there to make ends meet, and they're in desperate circumstances. And I'm like over here, like I need more Epsom salt for my Fiona apple baths.
Wow.
I've been doing those with candles and just feeling myself.
I dig it.
Yeah.
And then Lee, since you're married, you probably have the least privileges of any of us.
Yeah, luckily I'm married up and we have 3 bathrooms. So
you good.
I go to the basement.
I got 3 bathrooms. I could shit all day.
Yes, 2 assholes in here and 3 bathrooms. So I got my pick.
Dope. So then that's the other question. Do you have a masturbation bathroom?
Yes, the basement.
Basement? Just put all the fluids in the basement.
That's my sex life.
Is there a tarp?
You say a tarp?
Yeah,
Ben?
a tarp. Put a tarp down in the basement.
What do you need a tarp for?
There's no tarp.
Sounds like a cum all over Lee's basement.
No, I think straight dudes just generally come on themselves. Is that true, guys?
Is that a gay thing, a tarp? I didn't know that was the thing people were doing.
We use it for glamping.
It's glamping.
What is that?
What's glamping?
You said glamping and one person dropped out of the stream. What are we doing?
Yeah, somebody's all whacking off on top. Like, I'm out of here.
Too much gay chat. Too much gay chat.
Camping. It's glamorous camping where you go with like the white linen tent with some pillows and you throw them and then the bears are just other men.
You've never been glamping. You're just throwing in this bears thing. I've camped for 15 years, never seen a bear in my life.
Well, come to Fire Island sometime.
Oh, yeah, I don't. Okay. Lance, you're out in the wilderness. Have you seen anything crazy? Right now, we're actually in this weird spot where because everything's calmed down, I'm seeing way more animals. So, like, where I'm at, the deer are just, like, coming into parking. Like, generally, it's like they'll come out at night, but they're just chilling during the day in, like, there was, like, in parking lots. There was a whole goose family in, like, the movie theater parking lot behind me. Are you seeing crazy shit out in wilderness where you're at?
So I am located currently about an hour and 40 minutes north of Manhattan in the woods, upstate New York. And I saw a fox just yesterday.
Yes.
And since I've been up here, I've seen a possum, deer every day. I saw deer yesterday as well. I've seen 2 snakes, a ton of chipmunks, fox multiple times, no turtles.
Are you just listing things you haven't seen now? I'm going to cut you off there.
Hold on. One turtle. Hold on. One turtle. I saw, my girlfriend said she saw a beaver. I missed it, but I turned around. I missed the beaver. And then goose, we saw geese. And then we saw a bald eagle and some hawks.
No shit. Yeah, I got a goose family that's gentrifying the neighborhood. They keep running around. And the thing is, they don't give a shit about people. Like, I come through and they're just like look at me and give me dirty looks. But then I go back there with my dog, and then all of a sudden the geese are like, yo, we got to roll. And there's this like blue heron that every time I run in the back with my dog and we try to take a shit in the yard, there's this blue heron that blows out because I'm on this creek. What about Lee? You're T-Neck. Are you seeing, like, you shouldn't be seeing shit out there?
No, yeah, we see a lot of shit. We got this thug animal. I don't know what he's doing, but he's sneaking into the garbage at night and fucking eating garbage, eating through our garbage and shit like that. And he's nowhere around. He just comes through in the middle of the night.
Does he knock it over? How do you know he's in there?
Because I can see the bag ripped. He's clean though, because he gets to the bottom of the fucking bag and you can't see the hole until you pick up the bag and shit is everywhere. It's awful, bro.
Snooky.
What'd you say, Ben?
I said that might be Snooky. You're in New Jersey.
Oh yeah. South. Yeah.
I think it's your son trying to come hang out on the off weekend.
Okay, so Ben, I'm gonna ask you this one then. Are exes coming out of the woodwork on you? Like, that was the big thing at the beginning. I shouted out anybody who hasn't banged or texted their ex. Are exes coming out of the woodwork trying to roll in the quarantine and get that good old pipe?
A little bit, but not. I'm getting like some likes on social. And it's like, if you like just that's a heart. You tapped a heart. That means you love me. So
like they show up out of the blue. They haven't seen me in a while, and all of a sudden they're liking your photos. Oh, that's step one. Yeah, that's step one of the thirst trap.
Yeah, they want some. I have to do the antibody test, and then I can know if I can have their body. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, no, I've been responsible. I've socially distanced. I've had no human contact since maybe like beginning of March.
No shit. You haven't had any sex.
No sex. No.
That's the same as Lee and Lance.
That's the same, bro.
Really,
welcome to the club, bro.
I cried. I came once and I cried 3 times.
Your come to cry ratio is fantastic.
This is what real men are like, okay?
There should be a. I wonder if they would have had you in the theater club if they would have had a pool of whether or not you'd bang during the quarantine.
Yeah, I don't know what the theater camp staff would have bet on that, but I'm disappointed in myself.
Dan, what about you?
I'm getting it in, bro.
Solo or with someone else?
You going clapping too?
Yeah, either way. No, it's good. No, you know, it is weird. We're trying to figure out now. It's like because the vibe of my relationship was like we're figuring it out at the beginning of this thing. So then we quarantined together, and then we don't really know if that means that we actually like took another step or we were just being safe. So what was weird was like we would have like a date maybe 2-3 times a week, and then I would come over, and then like sex was kind of guaranteed because it was like the gaps were consistent enough that you could do that. And
Yeah,
now
says-
it's like,
says a straight white male. Hey, the sex was guaranteed.
no, it's not that it was guaranteed.
Privilege. Yeah.
No, but you get what I'm
I
saying.
was
From the
just taking it.
Judith rolled her eyes. Judith just rolled her
No,
eyes.
but from the standpoint of horny individuals dating, it's like when you gap it out, that's part of dating at the beginning is every time you hang out, you have sex, right? So once you now are quarantined together and basically we're living together, now it's like, I don't know. It's like you wake up on Thursday and you're like, oh, can I have sex? Like, is today a day where I get to have sex? I don't know how to like coordinate it now that it's just we're in the same space. Plus, I'm gross, so it's like it doesn't make sense that anybody would want to fuck me if they're living in the same space as me.
Wow.
Dan pays for sex with Bitcoin.
The comments are better than this.
Do we get to ask you questions? Or
Yeah, ask me whatever you want. Ask me.
I want to know about your dog.
Oh yeah, man.
I
So my
love
dog's
it.
half Dalmatian, half pit bull, right? She's dope, and luckily, I got to quarantine with her. Well, having a dog like that, what happens a lot of times is people got a lot of questions. They're like, "What does that mean when you have those two breeds?" And like, you guys know, you met my dog. It doesn't mean anything, right? It's the same. She's the same as every other dog, but now I got to make up like answers. I got to be like, "Look, she's half Dalmatian." So I got a spot like this.
Lance is a
Take
bear
that off.
now.
Lance is like this. Lance is like this. This is the section of the show, right? This is.
Don't ask for a.
I bet you things are
Take
getting
your
hot
shirt
at
off.
Emily's
Fuck this,
house.
I'm taking my shirt off. Everybody's in.
I got hot.
Everybody's in. Ben,
Dude, do you have a shave?
this is
You
a
have
whole
a
different
shave,
show
dude?
now. Oh my God! Well, yeah. How come everybody else is so hairy?
Dude, this is huge. Look at this.
Dude, my pubes are enormous right now.
Yo, I feel like a little man boy now because I'm not as hairy as you.
Hey, you guys want to see something real good?
We're feminine.
I'll show you something real good.
What's gonna happen? Lance has no butt. Where's your butt, bro?
No, now you're showing off.
Yo, he's showing off. He's got extra
You got
toilet
extra
paper.
toilet paper.
Dad.
Okay, so for how much everybody freaked out about the toilet paper thing, did anybody run out?
Yes.
You
Can I-
ran out? What'd you do?
Dude,
What was your solution?
I've been risking my life at Target every day to try
just
to
go
find
run and
toilet
grab
paper.
it.
Yeah, but I'm getting it from gas stations now. That's how bad it is.
Oh,
Just going
which-
into gas stations and ripping
Oh
shit
yeah,
off.
you don't want to buy a Lucy roll. What's a Lucy roll cost?
It's like $7 now.
Is
They're
it?
marking shit up.
Yeah, I
Naked and
remember
afraid.
when you could buy Lucy condoms in Brooklyn, and that's how I was pricing life. Ben's got his finger up. Yes, Ben.
At the beginning, I panicked when I got because I was out in
Everybody did.
like March. I was in LA on March 12th. I flew back the 13th. I was doing some shows out there, and I panicked and I ordered this off Amazon, and they're tiny little rolls.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh,
They're very
Jesus.
small. So I haven't even gotten to them, but I also ordered a bidet.
What? You have
there you go.
you can just add a bidet to your regular toilet?
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
I had
You
to
can get anything on
plumbing
Amazon.
skills, and I
Are
got
you top or a
this
bottom?
bidet. Yeah, you've got competition. man.
Oh,
Are you a top or a bottom?
Who's
look at
that?
him go.
Me? Who, me?
I love it. Can you do two in one hand?
Can you take off your shirt while you're
Yeah, why
juggling
is
the
this
toilet?
guy's shirt on? I don't understand.
Yeah, you get mute that guy. Unless his shirt comes off, you gotta mute that guy.
This is disrespectful. Take your shirt off. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's gone. You scared him off. You scared him off. No, Ben, wait. So, oh shit, everybody knows how to juggle. Lee, can you juggle?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to juggle with. I don't
Is
have
your shirt
toilet
still
tissue.
half on, or do you have like a?
I got it half on just in case my wife comes downstairs.
She's like, what kind of show is this?
She's like, "Are you on your
Like a gay
OnlyFans
humor.
again?"
What kind of show is this?
I feel like the show just started.
Yeah, it feels like it. It feels like it. All right, what else? Wait, so
we're gonna be
fucking,
banned
you-
from St. Louis, bro.
Y'all pitched me a question, and I was trying to answer it. Here's where I'm at with my dog. I realized during quarantine,
we got shirtless.
I literally didn't properly like raise my dog to the
Dude,
standpoint
you have
that I'm
more
supposed
hair on
to
your
make-
underarms than you have on your beard, bro.
Who does?
Oh no, that's Lance. Lance has hair to his elbows, bro. That shit is weird.
Lance is a surprising individual.
That's the man. That's the man.
Oh man, you should transplant some of the underarm hair to your forehead, bro. That's great.
That's wild. I feel pretty good. I got a good beard. This is a good beard crew, to be honest.
This shit is nice.
Everybody's in there. Now you got your full goatee, Lee. What? How long you been rocking the goatee? You had to have been rocking that for 10 years. You can't just start a goatee in 2020.
Yeah, I could do both, man. I could do full beard, but I just cut it off. My wife doesn't really like it. So
but like how long you been rocking the goat?
At least 10, 15.
Yeah, you can't, right, Ben? You can't just show up in
You can't just
2020
jump
with a
into-
new goat.
Yeah.
No,
You
unless
got
you're
that ugly face. You got to
certified pedophile, unless you've got the paperwork that says you have to be 500 feet away from your neighborhood.
Look at this Jimmy Fallon with his shirt off. All right. Do you guys have anything else? You wanted to?
Any questions? Any questions from St. Louis?
Yeah, I was trying to see in the chat. I'm not smart enough to do all the things at the same time. Do you guys? Is anybody sending a question? I'm trying to find the chat. Lee's putting his shirt back on.
Well, Christopher wanted to know if all of the animals Lance was naming were in his beard.
Boom. Roasted.
And then people are also curious in the comments, Dan, if you have a money back guarantee during your quarantine sex.
So it's I would love to. I think it'd be cool to get a prostitute for the first time during the pandemic. I think that would be a fun experience.
I hope they're doing okay.
Right? Yeah. What's that profession like?
All this profession has been impacted.
Yeah. Comedians, acupuncturists, and prostitutes right now are hurting because you can't get near anybody.
That'd be a great page 6 story. Man orders prostitute for the first time during quarantine, dies.
It'll be a
Guys of
senator.
COVID.
It'll be a senator. Just wait.
All right. Well, do you guys have any lasting comments? Last things you wanted to say or mention? Any stories you didn't get to tell? Some things on your mind that I mean, for a lot of us, this is our first time like getting back on stage during this thing.
I'm having a good time.
Why did everybody's shirts go back up?
I came on off.
Honestly, I wear the shirt because
They're going to a breakout room.
Because when I start sweating, I need something to catch it. That's the only reason I put the shirt on once the sweat happens.
Can I tell you what I'm real sad about?
Please.
My girlfriend and I were walking yesterday, and she mentioned something about buffets, and I love buffets, and they're probably done for maybe ever, or at least for I got really sad when she mentioned buffets going under.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of businesses that just don't recover from this thing, like, and not even completely specific businesses, but like for me, like my chiropractor, when I was going there, I could tell they were like paying month to month for the bills. So like they go 2 months without any clients, then they lose that space. So a lot of these like little places, things are going to like go out of business. There was like one of the articles at the beginning of this thing was that there's going to be like thousands and thousands of restaurants that just never reopen.
Yeah.
Have y'all been ordering food during this process? It's like I was trying to do one of these delivery deals as like a side gig, and it's like sometimes I'll go to a restaurant to pick up for somebody, and the wait's like 2 hours. So I can't imagine, and that's after I get the call to go get this guy's like food. So I can't imagine what people at home, how long they're waiting to get their food.
I've done 0 delivery.
You're not really in that area, and you don't eat like that.
No, and well, where we are, there's a bunch of. It's actually pretty fortunate. There's a lot of farms up this area,
right?
So you just put in your order electronically online, and then you like meats and vegetables, and they
chicken shows up to your house.
No, we go pick it up.
Grandkids decipher what you put in online, and then
What's
they
up?
pick you. It was funny to me that you were using the internet for farms. It's not where our minds usually go.
Oh yeah. So you put it on, online, like what you want to do, and then you electronically pay, and then you go to because I'm in the woods upstate, so there's all kinds of farms, and you go to a barn, and it's just your order sitting there, nobody's there. You just go into the barn, take it, and then it's already been paid for. Then you get your receipt on email.
That's cool. Yeah, I think there's a bunch of these like little things that are happening now because of the no contact. If you were like a smart criminal, you could just go snag a bunch of food and not really have to pay for much. And I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how you're gonna get caught. You're wearing a mask, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's a good time to be shady. You can't rob people anymore, so now you got to just take people's food. You can't roll up at somebody's house expecting them not to be home. It's not a good time to be a robber. That's another one. So we lost
That's
prostitutes, we lost acupuncturists, and we lost robbers
buffets.
as part of this thing. It's hard
Acupuncture.
times.
Can maybe use like like those shooting darts.
I can't tell if this is cultural appropriation or racism yet, but it could go either way.
A shooting dart?
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Ace Ventura 2. Look it up.
Yeah. All right. What else?
funny
What else?
When the audience is, I can't see the audience. I feel like everyone left a half hour ago.
No, they're still here. We only lost one guy, and it was when Ben started talking about poppers or something. I don't know.
Oh, Will
I
B.
did not talk about poppers. I'm not a fan of poppers.
Will B. Smooth has a question.
Yeah, he says, what mainstream comedian would you like to open up for?
Lance Weiss.
Lance Weiss. The Weiss.
I opened up for Lance before, by the way.
Yeah.
Lance the Killer. Lance the Killer.
Well, thank
Ben,
you.
who do you want to open for?
I said Margaret Cho. I've always admired her. And
Interesting. Maybe okay. So
Question
maybe we
was,
could switch it to
mainstream?
like who anybody you could open for at their peak. How about that, Lance?
At their peak?
Yeah,
Oh man, I don't know. Eddie Murphy, maybe.
sure.
I mean, why would you
he's
do
apparently
that?
working on a new album.
Yeah. Well, they gave him 60. They gave him 60 mil for one special on Netflix. He raised, everybody else got 20. He got 60. Or maybe who knows what Jerry got for this next one? Maybe Jerry heard that Eddie got 60. So he was like, let me get back in there. Let me renegotiate the contract.
I got 75 million for this show.
Yeah. Yeah, so get your Venmo tips.
And my Venmo is
No, wait. So we didn't answer. So wait, Ben, you said Margaret Cho, Lance. Who do you? Oh, you said Eddie Murphy
Eddie
in his
Murphy at their
prime.
peak, yeah.
Lee.
I'd have to say probably Eddie Murphy since he's my favorite. But
Yeah.
it'd be nice to see what Louis crowds are like now.
Interesting. Yeah.
They're hard.
Did
They're
any of y'all get
diehard.
the special?
Yes, of course.
You got the new special? What'd you think?
Yeah. I thought it was great. Shit is hilarious. I mean, I'm a fan, and I'm around his age, so everything is relatable for me.
Right. Well, I mean,
So-
the guy does the work. You can say whatever you want about what happened with his social life and all this other stuff, but the guy does the work.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can
guy who-
separate. I can separate the entertainment from the guy's act, right? So I still
Right.
listen to R. Kelly. He's did some foul shit, but
I'm gonna stop you right there. But
Oh, we're running out of time. Wait, we just said that.
no, we don't have a time limit. We can rock. So I'm gonna answer that question for Will. I'm gonna answer sort of sinister because like I would love to see all these acts and open for all these acts that I thought were incredible in their time. But I would like to open for like a guy whose audience doesn't understand what real comedy maybe is. So I want to open for like a Dunham, like a packed out Jeff Dunham show, and just open up for like a Larry the Cable Guy and just rock, and then have his crowd being like, wait, hold on, is Larry actually funny? That's what I would want to do.
Oh shit!
That's what I would want to do.
Also,
Yeah, show them real comedy. That's what I'm saying.
I would open
All
for.
Let's plug everybody. You guys all did a pretty good job of putting your tags on there. Lance party with Lance. You got meetingbombs.com now. It's
Correct.
a thriving business. You're having people pay you money so you can break into their Zoom chats and make fun of them with your shirt off. Pretty dope. You just got featured in the New York City Pix 11 news.
Yeah. I'll put it in the chat, actually. Give me a second.
That's awesome, man.
Cool. Ben Fisher at Ben Fisher NYC. That's your Instagram. And what else?
That's my Instagram and that's my Twitter.
Cool.
I say, I don't know. My dad got offended one time by something I tweeted, so there's that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if your family, your girlfriend, your wife, if these people are like trolling your Twitter for like for answers or to like find out whether or not you're talking shit about them, they're doing the wrong thing. You can't worry about that.
Yeah, it's like, come to a show. I'll talk shit about you there.
Yeah. Lee, how do we plug you? Are you changing it up?
No, I can't change it. But I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Lee Valentin, and follow me there, man.
Dope. Shout out everybody who was part of this thing. We got Chris, Emily, Lauren, Mackenzie, Tanya, Will. You guys are protecting us over the last number of years you've been involved with the armed services. We appreciate you. We appreciate VetTix. There's something on there that you can gain points, and I don't know how you guys do it, Booty, with your system where you can like put in pictures or write reviews. If you had a good time tonight, it doesn't take a lot of time, but it means a hell of a lot to us that you give us a good review. So if you had a good time, please give us a good review. If you had a bad time tonight, just keep your fucking mouth shut. Nobody likes a snitch, all right? Appreciate you guys being a part of this. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to my comedians, Lance, Ben, and Lee. Keep looking out for these. You guys got my email now. So if you want to check out more shows, we're doing 3 shows every Friday. We're trying to split up the events across the country in different places. We did Philadelphia at 8. We did this one now in St. Louis, and I got one in an hour in Portland. So if you got another Friday, you want to come check us out. We're in all the time zones, 3 shows every Friday, different guests every time. So please hit me up, and we'll give you some more Zoom codes. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting this new way to do comedy and be performers. And please follow these guys. They're very funny. And literally these are, since these are the first like 3 shows, these are some of my favorite people on the planet. So that says a lot. Thank you guys for listening and watching.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.